Good morning everyone, hope you had a super weekend. Welcome to my coaching tip today. There are rumblings, as I'm sure you've all heard, that golf may come back on song by the middle of this month. There's lots of guidelines coming through at the moment from various bodies, so the golf clubs are working very hard to put those into place when we do reopen. On that note, the raffles that are ongoing at the moment and the shop top-up will finish at the end of this week. So the draw for the raffles is this coming Sunday, the 10th. There was some confusion that it might have been yesterday, but it wasn't. And the shop top-up also will continue until the end of Sunday as well. After that, you know, even if we're not quite back at work, then we won't continue them. They've been very, very successful. And thank you to everyone who supported them. So there's another few days to buy tickets or to top up your account this week if you wish to. Just to remind you very quickly, the raffles one is an all-day coaching package with me, 7 hours of coaching worth $299. Anything above that we'll give out in 30-minute private lessons, as we did last time. And the shop raffle is 5 lots of £100 credits for the shop if we get to £500. Anything above that will be given out in £15 vouchers because I'd like as many prizes as possible. So hopefully that all makes sense. If you need to contact me, MikeHenningGolf@gmail.com to enter either of those. Also, I've just opened up my diary for June and July in terms of coaching, and without being immodest, I've had a lot of emails over the last couple of days and people booking in. So if you want to contact me, please do, and book in those 2 months. Even if I'm back in the middle of May, because my staff are furloughed, I won't be coaching in May. So I'm sorry about that, but we'll get started from the 1st of June. One of my customers has asked about shanking the ball. I don't even like saying the word. He's practicing in his garden with his chipping and has hit a few shanks, and just asked what can cause that and what he can do to alleviate it. Shanking is about the worst shot in golf to hit, apart from missing the ball. We've all done it, and it almost gets into the system. It's just a horrible shot. When we shank a ball, we obviously hit it out of the heel of the club or the socket of the club. Many things can cause that, but there's a little exercise here for you to do in the garden, which many of you who have lessons from me will have seen this before. So I put something on the outside of the object ball. This just happens to be a bit of foam. You can use anything as long as if you hit it, it doesn't cause you any damage and hurt you in any way. 2 main reasons why we shank it. The club can be coming what we call across the target line, so the heel of the club is exposed to the ball first to cause a shank. And we can also hit shanks by coming from too shallow an angle, and the club is going in this direction, and the club is then going away from us. So again, the heel of the club is exposed to the ball first. So it doesn't have to be across it, it can be both of those things. But with this bit of foam there, if I cheat in any way, I'll hit the foam and not the object ball. I'll hit both, so it's a really good indicator. So very simple practice. If I address it and try and catch it off the middle to toe of the club, okay, providing I don't hit the foam, then there's no way that I can hit that out of the heel of the club. I've made this one a little bit more onerous, so it's a little bit closer to the bit of foam. And again, if I go through the right movement, I will have missed that. If you shank on the golf course, you haven't got time to work out your swing and find out technically what's gone wrong. So just try and catch the ball off the toe of the club, almost like you missed the ball on the inside. If you do that, you can't shank it. You might deaden the shot by hitting it off the toe a little bit, but you can't shank it. And shanking, as I said earlier, is just about the worst shot we can hit in golf. So a tip for you for the garden. Be back tomorrow with another coaching tip, which I'll think of. If you've got anything to ask, please contact me and I'll react to the question if I can. Have a super day. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. All the best.